The easiest access point for a lot of the houses in town were to get to the bridge. The bridge is quite high over the river. The amount of water that came in so quick, it took even the people who have been here forever, it took everyone by surprise. Nobody ever envisaged what was about to happen.
Paul Stanley Jones lives in the highest part of Woodburn and he watched the flood rise all night.
Things are coming. Should I somehow let the SES know? Because I put my name on it. Oh, register.
At 6:30 a.m, he realised it would go past even his top floor, 3 metres above ground level. He flagged down a neighbour in a tinny.
Every house in the town has gone under. A few out the back, very out the back up on the hill, but yeah, other than that, no, every single house, every single street, every single shop in the main street of town is, and not just under, but to the roofs.
I don't know if many people would have got out, how quick it come. And where would it have went?
Hundreds of people from the town and surrounding area are sheltering in Woodburn schools.
At the moment, it's shock. It's disbelief. I've only lived in this town for 15 years and I've seen a few floods go through, but talking to the locals who have had generations here, and this is not something that they could have ever imagined. Yeah. It's devastating. Sorry.
I'm actually devastated. I can't let this sink in until I'm out of here. This is what I did not want to watch happen. Hopefully there's something to come back home to.
Artist Keely Patch spent last night trapped in her home, knee-deep in water, exhausted and alone, until a local hero sped her to safety.
I was so desperate to get out last night. I honestly thought if I was stuck another night, I was going to drown.
This was the scene yesterday to the north in Murwillumbah. Sandbags weren't enough to keep water from submerging the industrial end of town, where Ken Sanderson runs his equipment hire businesses.
So we moved all our bigger machines to higher ground. We put all our smaller machines up on lofts and stuff like that to get it up and out. But we've still got the water. The water has come through the shop. We have got devastation in the shop. The clean-up event's going to be the major one, the mud, the dirt. It's everywhere, and it's, in some places it could be 6 inches deep in your building. It's surprising how much mud goes through. Another big problem is going to be is the internet. Getting the internet back going again around the place is going to be another big problem for the town.
In Lismore, the epicentre of yesterday's disaster, stories of survival are emerging.
I'm on my roof. The water's still rising. My dog is stuck inside my house.
I was in danger of dying, of slipping off the roof and drowning.
Lucy Vader spent almost 7 hours on the roof of her Lismore home.
The SES were sending me messages sometimes saying that I might get picked up by a chopper, but that was definitely impossible. Power lines everywhere and everybody was desperately trying to save me, but nothing was happening. So I thought I would head into the darkness alone on the roof.
She and her dog were eventually rescued by a local on a kayak.
And I climbed into his one-person kayak and he said, "I've got to tell you, it's a bit tippy, so if we fall out, just hold on." I've lost everything. I've lost my car, I've lost my house.
This was like off the Richter scale. I haven't seen a flood like this, and I've been through floods for over 40 years.
The state member for Lismore, Janelle Saffin, had to swim through floodwater when her friend's home was inundated.
It was coming up too fast, and I said, "Hey, we're sitting ducks here, let's get out." So it was clear the house was going to go under. So we looked at each other and said, "Let's swim." Threw our shoes off, threw everything off, and we had our phones. And off we went.
She and 2 friends clung to the floating wheel of a car for 15 minutes before they were rescued.
This wheel turned up. Luckily, we're all good swimmers, but even in floodwaters, being a good swimmer doesn't always work. The outlook is repair restore, rebuild. We'll do it. We can do it, but we're going to need the proper support of government, not what I'd call a bit of a project or a program here and a program there, but sit down round a table and say, what do we need? How do we do it? How do we do it properly?
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.